Now we need our cow's body again. And we're going to use the fold we made earlier just to fold the cow in half again. Yeah, let's take the newspaper away. We don't really need that anymore. Let's put it to one side. So there is our cow. It should be able to stand up at least a little bit. You need to maybe make that crease a little bit sharper. Do it with your fingernails so that the cow stands up a bit better. And then we're going to do something very special with this part of the legs. And you need to watch very carefully. You can mark it with a pencil first of all if you'd like. You can even use this card to make a little triangle. You'd have to lay it onto the leg. You see, just as the side of the card reaches there, and make a little triangle. You might need to get a grown-up to help you to do this. You only need to do this once and then you have a proper little template. And if you can see, you might just be able to see the pencil line here. And then you cut that pencil line out. It's easier to cut going in. Don't try and turn around here with your scissors because that's very difficult. But just cut a tiny bit. Be very careful. You need a tiny little bit of pressure. And then you can pull out that little triangle. Don't throw this away. You need this for a very special reason. So don't throw the triangle away. Especially as you might need to use it for the other side. Just put it onto one of the other legs. Should be roughly the same size. And then you can just draw around it. Whoops, my pencil's broken. That's it. And then once again, cut that little triangle out of the bottom of the leg. There's another one. Turn it over and do the same with the other legs. First draw with a pencil. If you trust yourself to cut the little triangle, you can do that too, but you need to be very good at cutting and very good at eyeing something, not measuring. It can be quite hard. If you do it with the credit card, the corner of the credit card, I'll show you again how I did that. Get the corner, put it in the middle of the leg, and then just move it up until it reaches the bottom of the leg, and then draw around it. As I said, if you get a grown-up to help you do one, and then you have a little template to do the others with. You can do it that way. You can draw around it. That. Pull it off. And then you have your cow with its hooves. And you should have, after that, 4 little triangles. Like that. You need those. So don't throw them away. You need to gather them up and put them to one side because you need them. You now need the head and you need your tail. So I think what we'll do first of all is glue the tail. You need to decide which side will have the tail and which side will have the head. You decide which side is the head and which side is the tail. Well, I think I'm going to do this side as the head side, and this side as the tail side. And then you need to open it out again, and where the tail will be stuck, you need to put a bit of glue. Oops, this glue is really breaking, isn't it? It's nearly empty. See if I can get that out of there with my scissors. There we go. Oops, rescued it. There's just enough glue there, I think, to finish the cow. Put a bit of glue here where the tail will be. You can put quite a blob there actually. And then decide, do I want to have the tail like this? Or do I want to have the tail like that? Well, I think the tail will look nice with this grey bit hanging down. So I'm going to put the rest of it in there and then just press it together. And then you have the tail coming down here. And the head, you need to put a bit of glue, blob of glue this side. And this is where you need to be very careful because you can't put it down. You've already got glue on it, so you need to hold it up a little bit and put a blob of glue on the other side. Need quite a bit of glue because you have to glue the head on. And then let's turn it around this way. Glue on the cow's head, just so that it sort of sticks up a little bit from the top there. This cow's looking down a bit. And then you might need to just leave that to dry a little bit before it's stuck properly. But while that's drying, we can turn our attention to this little piece of paper that we folded before. Don't glue it. You don't need glue for that. I'm going to put the glue away because we don't need that at the moment. We just need this to be folded in half, and there's a reason for that. What we're going to draw on here with our pencil is like an egg shape. Needs to fill up all one side, not the whole thing, just about one side. And then on the other side, a circle with another circle in it, like that. A circle with a little circle in it. And this is where your coloured pencils come in. We said we needed some coloured pencils. I'm just going to get my pink pencil. And what did we say? My black pencil, didn't we? There it is. Black pencil. Now, this circle, or big egg shape here, it's not a circle, it's an egg shape. I'm going to do it pink. It's kind of like a skin colour, pinky skin colour. Like that. And just like the nose on my cow, the pink is a bit different here, but I put a little spot there on one side. Can you see? Just a little spot down there. So I'm going to get my black pencil and just put a little spot there. And then this side, I'm just going to colour in that little circle inside the big one, black. I'll bet you can guess what that's going to be. And don't forget, this is folded in half and you want to keep it in half. Keep it folded. And then you can cut out these two pieces very carefully. And you'll see why we left it folded together. Look, there is the cow's nose and there's another one. You just need to colour this in now, but it's the same size. So let's colour that in. Move that to one side a little bit. Colour it in. It's difficult to colour when it's already cut out, but if you're careful, you can do it without tearing it. Colour it in. And of course we need our little black line. That's the nostril, where the cow breathes, the nostril. And then you do the same thing with the eye. Cut it out very carefully. From your piece of paper. It's just annoying when that paper is in the way. There, don't need that. There we have one eye. And then of course all we have to do with this eye now is do the little black dot in the middle, the black spot. There. And you can glue that. Oh, the glue is not sticking too well on this cow. Glue those onto your cow. Let's see if I can get you in the picture here. The nose goes here. Cows have quite a big nose. Look at that. He's got a big nose, this cow. So you need your glue now. See if I've got enough glue just to finish the cow. Glue the back of it. You might need a piece of, there's another piece of paper here. Let's use that as a backing so that we don't get my desk all gluey. Glue the nose onto the cow. Whoops, it needs to go right at the edge. Let's just move it over a little bit. That's it. And then of course you need the eye on this side. You need to glue that too. And this, put it there. Eye. Then of course you can turn it over. And you need to glue the other half of the nose. Put it right at the edge, down here. And then the eye. Oops, there's my glue. Glue it. And the eye there. And still not finished. There's something missing. Maybe you can tell me what's missing. What's missing on our cow? Let's put it down a little bit so you can see. We'll have to put it like that so you can see. Well, cows have something, don't they, on their heads, just like people do. They look a bit different than they do on people, but that's where our 4 triangles come in. Look, here's our 4 brown triangles, because the cow doesn't have any ears. So we're going to put some ears on the cow. So I'm just going to scrape a little bit of glue. You can scrape, when you've got cardboard, you can scrape a bit of glue and then you really get a lot of glue to just stick one ear on. Did you see how I did that? There's a flat side of the triangle across the top of the head. I'll do that again on the other side. This way. Don't use the other triangles. I'm just going to scrape a little bit of glue off there. I've got a line of glue and I'm just going to put the flat side of the triangle along the top of the head so he's got ears. And of course some cows have horns, and you can also put those on the head as well. And once again you can just scrape a bit of glue, so you get a nice bit of glue along there and it will stick nicely. And just put it there. And then do the same on the other side. Here, scrape a bit off, like that, scrape a bit of it off, and just stick it on there. And there is our finished cow. Moo. Our cows are friends. Moo. Well, that's how you make a cow. Well, that's how you make a cow out of a paper plate. Have fun doing that, and I'll see you next time on Art at Dawn's House. See you soon. See you at the school maybe. Bye bye.